Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
And I'm Dennis, and is Pigpen in the building?
I am.
Oh, you did make it.
Yeah, I came in at the last second. I ran in. No.
I see that.
That's why I'm out of breath. No, not so much. Anyway.
Calm down.
Hey.
All right, in the studio we have Krickett and the grilled avocado.
We have three. We have half of an avocado.
You told me totally wrong, so I'm going to have you introduce. You told me Lorenzo and
Doug. I know. I don't know.
Krickett had to promote herself.
So right to my right we have Kristy Bush, also known as Krickett. Hello, Krickett. How are you doing today? You're gonna have to lean into the mic a little when you talk. There you go. See, you're not just talking to me. There are other people out there, dozens.
That's got to come this way. I couldn't hear it all, so you got to talk towards the microphone.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm normally pretty close up to the mic.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah,
get in there like you're gonna sing.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
And next to her we have Mr. John Scanlon. Hello there, Jumpin' Johnny.
Hey, what's going on?
And just beyond him, a newcomer to our show, Andy Bensman. How's it going, Mr. Andy?
Great. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Now, before we, we're going to go over our Thursday and Friday gigs before we get into all the things coming up with you guys. But before we move on to that, since you're sitting here and we're talking, I got to tell you, great job last Saturday at the Black Oak, Arkansas. You guys sounded fabulous. So I want to tip of the hat to you guys, and the crowd, the Black Oak, Arkansas crowd loved you.
We had a lot of fun.
Some Jim Dandy fans coming your way. So there you go. So what's happening tonight though, right?
The crazy deal of the month is happening.
Oh, I skipped over the crazy deal.
You did, man.
There we go. What is the crazy deal of the month?
Well, it's a great month for drummers.
Excellent. Because
you can get a Ludwig Evolution drum set for the low price of $749.
Wow, the entire kit, huh?
Yeah.
Ludwig. Wow,
Now the crazy deal of the week, that's another thing.
Yeah, okay, let's hear about that one.
Well, the crazy deal of the week is for the brass players. You get a mute for your brass instrument.
All right.
Right? This is the part you'll like. You'll get free oil. Bottle of oil for your valve.
You gotta oil it up, man. Everything works better with a little lube, right? So I mean, a little oil can go
See
a
how excited he
long
gets?
way.
That's all you have to say.
I think that's why he was out of breath.
A little oil goes a long way. That's all I'm saying, man.
I was excited over the mute, but
all
Humsenberg mute is the brand name.
Every instrument I have should have a mute button on it so people could just push it and not have to hear me play anymore.
Hey, did we mention this show is also brought to you by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, who now has moved into his first full year as a sponsor.
Yeah, thanks so much, Matt.
Oh, he loves it. He says people are talking about it all over town. And that's what he wants because they're hearing about him. So,
I saw him walking around at the Black Oak Arkansas show, too. Yeah.
He's playing a big benefit this weekend with the Stubblefield Acoustic Band.
Yeah, well.
It's the Earthel Family Benefit from 4 to 12 at the Alton Wood River Sportsman's Club in Godfrey. And the Dead Roses play at 6, and then Stubblefield Acoustic at 7:30. Don Earthel, big Stubblefield fan.
Yeah.
Well, they had a rough year in 2018, him and his wife, and then he was diagnosed with brain cancer to start this year. So we're hoping some folks get out and help him out.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Stubblefield and the Dead Roses will get some people out there to Sportsman's. That's on Saturday night.
That is.
Saturday night. So everybody, if you don't have anything else going on, you got that going on, right? Stubblefield and the Dead Roses.
There you go.
Not that there isn't pages and pages of other stuff also, but that'd be a good one. So, and like I said, big thanks to Matt V for not only sponsoring the show but insuring my house and my car and all that stuff.
He mentioned that you're talking about insurance that you don't really have.
Yeah, I've got hurricane insurance.
You think you have insurance, but he says I have insurance that you're talking about, but you don't have the insurance.
What?
So you need to revisit Mr. Matt Van Voorhis.
I have some insurance.
I think you forgot a few things. Now, I know people are not going to believe that you are forgetful.
No, why would I? What are we talking about again?
Right.
No, hey,
We're talking about Sea Shanty Thursday, right? At Morrison's Irish Pub.
That we are now.
And we're talking about open mic at Germania Brewhouse today.
Every Thursday night it goes on.
Right, and Imperial Pub down in Granite City. Man, they're doing some cool stuff down there. Andrew and the Dolls tonight at 9 p.m. Mr. Matt Van Voorhis' partner in the Stubblefield Band, Mr. Matt Taul, out at Bakers and Hale and Godfrey tonight at 6 p.m.
Nice.
How about the Lewis and Clark Rock Ensemble concert?
That's going on out at the Lewis and Clark Community College.
That's right, 7 o'clock tonight. And then up in Jerseyville, Philip Russo, 6 to 9. George's local brew.
Man, George's is bringing it. They're doing live music constantly.
Yeah,
now.
it's
Even
usually,
Thursday nights, man. Nice.
Single acoustic guys there.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
Hey, at least they're bringing some live music to the Jerseyville scene up there.
So it's a big weekend for the artists. And I don't mean like the musical artists so much. It's always a big weekend. But an extra big for the drawing and painters and all those type artists.
Artfully Local Studio Tour Preview.
All right, so the preview is Friday night.
That is Friday night.
At Jacoby's, 6 to 8. And then the studio tour is Saturday and Sunday. And that's in Alton and Wood River.
Yeah, so there you go. Friday or Saturday. Either way, you can get out and...
right, and if you're wondering, there's just a huge list. I mean, it must have been 60 or 70 artists that are involved in this, and you can get the links right at cottonmouth.org and jump over there.
Yeah.
Check them out.
I think that's the same one we had Eric Stauffer on last year talking about.
You're right. Dark Horse Studios involved once again.
Yeah. So, excellent.
So,
Lots of good things going on.
And then Matt Taul's back on Friday night at Bigelos Bistros in Edwardsville. The Alton Academy of Dance is having a fundraiser at the sports staff this weekend. They wanted me to announce that. They're going to have some glow bingo going on. 5 o'clock.
Cool.
We need some dancers in this town, so get out and support the Alton Academy of Dance. Blarney Man, Keith Shannon, 9 p.m. at Morrison's Irish Pub Friday night. You gonna jump in on these?
The Fargone Brothers at 8 p.m. at Chez, Marilyn this Friday night.
Okay.
Everhart and Light will be at the franchise.
We got to talk to Johnny about that.
Jumpin' Johnny's going to be performing with Everhart and Light, aren't you?
I'm playing bass this week, with Paul and Lisa. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
You going to have some pizza?
The
franchise is a place for that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've
saw
heard.
A hamburger last time I was there. It looked awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's usually your warm-up gig, right? A hamburger. Yeah. Well, the last time I seen you eat before a show, ironically, it was a hamburger, and it took forever for him to get you the hamburger.
Oh, is that down at Elijah P's down there?
The place isn't open anymore. So.
It was a little slow.
Yeah. We had a good time, though.
Oh, it was a great time, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you're sitting in on bass with Everhart and Light at 8 p.m. at the franchise this Friday evening.
That's correct.
Tomorrow evening. Excellent. What else we got going on now? Down at the Pump House. Yeah, down at the Pump House. Dead Man's Bridge, 9:30 p.m.
Dustin Coleman always out at the High Flyers Grille, apparently, on Friday night in Bethalto.
All right, what else we got? We got Whiskey and Thunder.
All right.
Kill the Creature with Heavy Blues. Yeah. That's going on at the Imperial Pub down at Granite City. Both Kill the Creature with Heavy Blues. What a name.
Yeah.
Whiskey and Thunder. That sounds about right, though.
Mm-hmm. Those two bands probably go together.
They probably do.
9 p.m. at the Imperial Pub in Granite. And that's what I'm talking about. They're doing a nice variety of stuff there.
Yeah.
It was acoustic the night before, and then they go a little heavier, it looks like, on Friday night. They've had some metal down there.
They're doing all kinds of genres down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Friday night, Scott and Michelle, 1 p.m. at the Granite City Moose Lodge.
Sweet. And then the big Tom Petty thing. You want to talk about that? What do you know about it?
Well, I know my buddy Graham Pagano has ditched me the past 2 weeks because of this Tom Petty thing. That much I know. No. Yeah, they're doing an entire Tom Petty evening, and they've been putting in some extra practices to learn enough Tom Petty to cover the night. So
there's a reason they're doing that much, though. because there's this author that's going to be there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Petty and Me is the book by John Scott.
No, I think John Scott.
No? Tom Petty's with him? What's going on?
Tom Petty is with the Worms, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, it says right there, author of Tom Petty and Me. So I was assuming, since it says John Scott, author of Tom Petty and Me. I don't know how he got in the band all of a sudden, but is he in hooky now?
No. He used to, I believe he used to be with Tom Petty and play with him, and he wrote a book about his time hanging out and playing with Tom Petty.
That's what an author is.
Yeah. I was very confused there for just a minute on where I was and why I was there.
That's all right. We schooled you. You know what an author is now.
Yeah,
Next time you're doing crosswords, you'll be good.
I thought that was the people with the paint, and that's not an. Oh, jeez. I'm so confused.
That's the Artfully local studio tour that's going on this weekend. Yeah, so a big night of Tom Petty, and that's over in St. Louis, so. And Hooky and Graham Pagano both doing, I guess, separate sets, so. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah. I did not even realize Graham Pagano was performing. I knew that Hooky had been working on doing a whole night of Tom Petty.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Not hard to pick a whole night of Tom Petty, man. I mean, there's so many good Tom Petty songs.
Especially not for him.
He already knows half of them anyway, so. All right, anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday Band up at the back bar in Edwardsville at 9 p.m. on Friday evening.
The Mondo Band down at Crehan's Irish Pub on Friday night, 7 to 11.
Dan Glover at 5 p.m. at Aries Winery.
That's Grover.
Oh, is it? What did I say? Glover?
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
That's the guy you used to work for.
Let me rub my eyes a little bit and try this again. Dan Grover, 5 p.m. at Aries Winery.
So we're talking about Grafton with all the water coming up. So they're thinking they're going to get in Friday and Saturday. Sunday, not so much.
Closing it down, apparently. Yeah. So, yeah.
So it looks like that's a go, I guess, for Friday night. And then up at Jerseyville at George's local brew, Isaiah Christian, 7 to 10. Another acoustic performer.
There you go.
You want to just go ahead and finish up Saturday real quick?
Yeah, okay, so we can...
We're into it, and then we'll talk about, June after that.
There you go.
Because that's why these guys are here.
All right, there you go. Let's do it.
Well, we talked about the Earthel Family Cancer Benefit.
Yep.
That's 4 to 12 at the Sportsman Club in Godfrey with the Stubblefield Band and the Dead Roses.
Yep. Gonna be a good night there.
Well, that's acoustic Stubblefield, in case you're wondering, which is the typical version of Stubblefield now.
Joe Cox with a stand-up bass.
That's right.
Pretty sweet.
And we talked about the Artfully local studio tour.
Yep. Going on in Alton, Wood River.
And then they got the big celebration downtown Saturday called Small Town Big World Cultural Celebration. That's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Wow.
Because there's a big horse race this weekend, Kentucky Derby, so Max Timeout's going to have Atlanta Rhythm section.
And some Mint Jubilees.
And Andy, you were saying Glendale Riders opening up for that one?
That's what I've heard.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So
there
check
you go.
That's double whammy right there.
Yeah.
And then who's playing Germania Brewhouse?
Joey Caramitaro.
Oh man, I think he butchered it, but
I don't know.
I'm going to go with Ciara. How about that? Would it be that? Maybe, I don't know.
Let's give Krickett a try.
Any Italians in the house?
Well, I was married to one for 12 years, but that one out.
Johnny's probably the most educated one here.
Yeah,
Give him a go.
How about that one right there?
Hey, I got my third grade education.
Sierra Mataro.
Sierra Mataro.
Well, you guys do it much better than Big Ben, that's for sure.
Wow.
So, Cherry Hills at Bottoms Up on Saturday.
That one's it. You take the easy ones. You throw me Sierra Mataro and you say Cherry Hill.
Well, the reason I did that is because, Bottoms Up is changing. Did you hear about that?
No, I haven't heard about that. What's going on with that?
They're going to become the Broadway Oyster Bar.
Wow.
Like in this area.
There you go. Alton's Broadway Oyster Bar. Nice.
Owners.
Yeah. So this is actually part of like that happening, but they're already
Bob is getting everywhere.
So they're going ahead and let the bands play it out.
Right. Nice. So. Well, that's big news, man. I'm glad to hear Bob coming to this side of the river. Maybe we can get Sean Cannon, the Voodoo Players, at this Broadway Oyster Bar.
Go. Yeah.
He can do Wednesday over there, do Thursday over here.
Oh, sweet.
Would have a place to go after the show. No, there's all kinds of places to go on Thursday already.
Yeah. So we're talking about Saturday. And
Saturday.
The Wild Geese at Morrison's Irish Pub. And then number 4 Combo gets to play Saturday, but not Sunday. But they'll be at Chez, Maryland's on Saturday at 8:30.
All right. 5 p.m. The Vault will be at the Pump House in Wood River, followed by Trixie Delight at 9 p.m. on the inside stage. 5 p.m. is the patio stage, I guess.
Right. And check out that name at Eddie's in Granite City.
40M2V.
That's somebody's license plate, I'm sure.
Okay.
9:30 at Eddie's.
40M2V. I'm going to be looking for that plate. I'll be like, dude, I know you.
So riding
crazy.
shotgun, 2 p.m. at the Foundry Public House in Edwardsville on Saturday.
Yeah?
They got the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute at the Wild E. Guy named Billy Royce and Triple Trouble.
Triple Trouble.
That's right. That's like one more than
One
double.
more, yeah. They took it up a notch from Double Trouble. Come on.
I've heard some good reviews about this guy, and you just don't do a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute
Not unless you know how
and
to
do it bad. That's not a good idea.
It's not going to go on many times if you don't do it right.
So that looks like that's happening at the Wild E. And then Randy
Man.
Clemens up at Aries Winery on Saturday. They got a DJ down at Imperial Pub in Granite. Synergy listed 3 to 7 at Grafton Winery, but then Jake's Leg was scheduled to play the loading dock, and we know that's been canceled.
Yeah.
So these are hit and miss on the Grafton ones. The official word is that, it's going to be open Friday and Saturday, but probably not Sunday.
Yeah.
Mo Pleasure up at the Camp Station in Staunton, Illinois. Kapow at the Back Bar in Edwardsville. Backwood Burden at the Oasis in Carrollton. Flipside at the Tri-County Rod and Gun Club in Brighton. Scott and Michelle, 6 p.m. at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. After All, 4 to 8 at Grafton Pub. That one's probably iffy one.
Yeah.
And then the Greater Alton Concert Association putting on the Lesters and the Chosen One, 7 p.m. at Lewis and Clark Community College. I've heard the Lesters; they're really good. That's country gospel.
All right.
And they've made some waves in that music industry.
Really?
The
Okay.
Lesters. Oh yeah, they're probably nationally known.
Wow, nice.
Jason Nelson, 8 p.m. at the Cabin at Judy Creek, and Glenn Carvin and Levi Lloyd at George's Local Brew on Saturday in Jerseyville.
Well, there you go.
And then they're opening up the Brown Bag Bistro on Sunday.
Mr. Jack
Tweston,
Tweston,
right?
Yep.
How about this band at the Back Bar in Edwardsville? 2 friends and a guitar. Right?
I wonder how that's going to look on stage.
Looks like 2 friends and a guitar. And Wild Pickings won't be flooded.
No, they're going to have nightlife up there from 2 to 6 on Sunday.
And your favorite band, the Benbow City Shuffle.
I do like that name.
They're playing Los Alamos Restaurant in Wood River. Because it's Cinco de Mayo Sunday.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Rogers and Neenhouse, 3 p.m. at Cutters in Belleville on Cinco de Mayo.
And then Terrence Wafer down at the Pump House at 2.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Double Barrel Brothers, 5 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville.
And Flip LaFrog doing the Tri-County Gun Club in Brighton on Sunday. That takes care of everything.
That is the weekend.
Yeah.
That's it. That wasn't much.
No. It wasn't much. Took us almost 20 minutes.
Jeez. All right. But now we can dedicate the rest of the show.
Yeah. To goofing off and talking.
Oh, I like that a lot.
You like that, right?
I do. I like that idea. Goofing off.
And for all those folks sitting around going, all right, get to it.
Well,
Let's take a break and make them wait a little longer.
We'll be back. And when we come back, Krickett will unveil the most amazing, recipe for avocados. I don't know what's going on. Grilled avocado. Yeah, grill them, man. That's all you got to do is grill them. Everybody knows that. So. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with Andy Bensman, John Scanlon, and Kristy Bush.
You're listening to Riverbend Talent, brought to you by Halpin Music Company, Mr. Madpan Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
And now more Riverbend talent.
With Dennis Laird and Pigpen.
I'm Pigpen.
I am not Pigpen. No, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm Dennis. Welcome back.
Wow.
I don't know who I am or where I am, but
Yeah,
I
well,
do know who's here with us.
You do.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people in Radio Land. I mean, I don't know them individually, but I don't know. Right here in the studio, though, tonight, we have Krickett and the Grilled Avocados are 3 of the 6 members of Krickett and the Grilled Avocados. And just as we were on break there, Johnny Scanlon was talking about his brand new guitar that he got at Halpin. So what kind of get fiddle did you get there?
Yeah, man, I walked in to buy some picks and some strings, and I looked over, and there sitting on this guitar stand was this beautiful gold-topped Ibanez. And I just took one look at it, and I said, I gotta have that. So I went out and I worked pretty hard that week and put it on layaway, and I went in the next weekend and took it home.
Nice.
I saw that guitar. That is
Hurting.
beautiful.
It's very hurting.
I've been buying from Halpin all my life, man. My first violin came from there,
Yeah.
too.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen you play the electric violin. I didn't even know you were a violin player, and you just showed up at my studio one day with one and started playing. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Started out with Bud Schultz, man, at Godfrey School. He was my first violin teacher. 4th grade.
Hey, Andy, did he let you play that Ibanez yet?
I've touched it.
You touched it.
He let me polish it once.
I told him he could look at it, and he reached out and put his fingers on it.
See what I gotta put up with out of this too all the time. All the time.
Bunch of kids.
They are.
What about you, Andy? You still playing the Strat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, I love it.
What else do you play through?
I got a old ES 125 Gibson. I don't take it out very much, but
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I play through too. So
Yeah?
So, sorry. Me and Krickett are laughing over here to the side.
Are you guys playing footsie?
She started it. Just so you know, she started it.
They're playing footsies over there, I think.
He's
pretty sure.
He's out of breath
Listen.
again.
Here I am trying to get some guitar advice.
Sorry. Look, I just want to say you might want to get some Tenactin on the way home now.
Oh man.
Oh, Lord.
Yuck. I have to explain that to my husband.
Sorry, Doug.
No.
She started it. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. We're goofballs over here. We called them kids, and look at us.
I don't normally act like this. It's these people.
So I'm sorry. So Andy, you were talking about your awesome guitars. I did not mean to fall off the rail there. I really enjoyed you guys playing again. I want to say that, man. You guys, every time I see you, you've really solidified as a band. Whenever I first heard you singing, and you didn't have a band, I told you need to get a band, girl.
It was probably at my wedding. Remember when I sang karaoke at my wedding?
Yep.
I think I sang Fancy. I know, yeah.
And that was the first time I heard you sing, and I said, "You need a band."
Yeah.
I was so happy to see you get one.
My husband he kind of made that happen.
Yeah.
You picked this up, man. I'm lucky.
Yeah. Right, for sure.
But then Johnny sings as well.
He does.
Yes.
And then Lorenzo sings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Doug sings.
Doug sings.
So-
Darren also sings. We haven't got to that yet.
Okay.
I was wondering this week why I didn't have a microphone for him, because I remember at the Musicians Club he would always want to play and sing at the same time. So
Dead Flowers.
That's the next one.
Bensman nailed it, man. We played Dead Flowers a lot.
Yes.
That was, it's a fun song. It's good.
Yeah.
It's the Stones, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
I'm surrounded by an amazing bunch of musicians.
so your next gig with this amazing bunch of musicians is coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. And there's a lot of bands playing at that gig. That's the Trinity River Fest. Second Trinity River Fest. It's going 2 days this time, Friday and Saturday. What is it, the 10th and 11th? 11th, May 10th and 11th. We've said it enough. I should know without a question mark in my head, but there's always a question mark in my head. Anyway,
we know there's 3 stages.
There's 3 stages and 33 bands, I do believe, which seems like some Illuminati stuff going on to me. But whatever.
It is.
I don't know, man.
I can prove it. I got a video about those numbers.
And who's putting this? Who's helping solidify these bands? Doug Bush,
of course.
Illuminati. I mean, not spelled exactly. Whatever. Yeah, spelled the same.
He's worked very, very hard on this. Nightly.
Look, anybody who's thrown a big party or thrown a festival knows how much work it is. And when you try to squeeze 33 bands into a day and a half, basically, it's not even 2 full days because the Friday doesn't start till like 5 or 6. So it's not like it starts at noon, man. Last year was crazy. I couldn't believe it happened.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe we pulled it off. This year it's going to be even more like, wow, holy smoke. It's going to be amazing to see it happen.
I think that's the encouraging part, is it went so well last year. You know what I mean? That we know we got a great group of people.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that effort out there again, only put another day on it.
Right. We're just going to add a whole nother layer.
Yeah.
You like a 7-layer salad? Try 8? No, I don't know.
And this is taking place at the Cottage Hills BFW next weekend.
Yeah, and all this rain is going to go away by then. I've talked to some people who are in charge of the rain department, and I put in a good word for the Trinity River Fest, and they said, yeah, man, we can handle that. So they're getting it all out now. Sorry for this weekend. Sorry.
Boy, we had some great weather last year.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to get it again this year.
All the vendors and art that's out there, and that's a good time.
Yeah, and I believe they started with 1,000 bracelets and sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Now $5, I think, was the price last year. Is that the price again this year?
$5 a night.
$5 a night. Yeah, so $5 for Friday night, $5 for Saturday night, and 33 bands, $10. Come on.
Remember, there was a line of cars out to 140.
Yeah. It was just the group that showed up was just a great group of people too. All the bands, I didn't get to see anything on the inside stage, which bummed me out because 33 on the Needle played. There was a whole bunch of good bands that played in there I wanted to see, but I was kind of married to the main stage. At least I could hear the other stage.
We were in constant contact all day. I saw you more than I saw anybody all day.
Well, it was.
I think it's going to be the same thing this year.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I apologize to you for having to talk to me quite so much in one day. But yeah, that's what it takes to do it, though. Is constant communication to make sure that the stages are rotating properly, and to make sure that whenever it comes time for that last band, there's still time for them to play, man.
That's why you guys had the walkie-talkies out.
Oh, I need to charge them. Man, I'm so glad you reminded me.
I always get in trouble at festivals. People want to give me a little trouble because I don't care. I don't like the walkie-talkies.
No,
people give them to me and I set them down somewhere and walk away because there's enough going on, man, to not have a constant barrage. But Well,
I know, trying to film it, I was a toast by the time the sun went down, just trying to run from one stage to the other. So
yeah, absolutely. And if anybody's sitting here listening to this and wasn't there last year and you're thinking, maybe I should go, it sounds like fun, then just go to YouTube. Check it out. Check out the videos from last year. There's an entire movie there. There's different videos from different bands if you just want to check out one video. But yeah, check it out. Trinity Riverfest. You can YouTube that or go to cottonmouth.org YouTube channel, and all the Trinity Riverfest stuff's up there. And you'll watch it and go, oh, yeah. I can do this for $5. Yeah. And all the money. It's not like it's all these bands are donating. Well, not all. A couple of them are getting paid, but not many. Most of these bands are donating their time, and all the money is going straight to a nonprofit, Trinity's Way,
right?
Which does good things for animals.
I was going to say, look how much they did last year. You know,
clean up the neighborhoods.
big chunks of people getting together every weekend to clean up parks, and I mean, Trinity'sWay.org has done quite a bit of work.
Amazing.
I have no idea how many bags of trash have been picked up. If somebody should have kept a count. Although you can't, even if you kept a count on all the bags, it still doesn't. You'd have to keep a count on the tires and all the things that don't go in bags. But it's amazing the amount of trash that's been picked up around this town.
Hey, if I could throw in at this point, Trinity's Way is going to finish the cleanup we started last Saturday. We're going to finish it up this Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And now that runs from on that strip of road between the little theater and Max Sports.
That's correct. Yes.
Right there in front of Eunice Smith School.
Absolutely.
And that, for some reason, that little area, it picks up quite a bit of trash. So, and you hate for the school kids to have to walk out into that every day.
We put a dent in it last Saturday, and the rains came. We had to quit, and we're going back to finish the job this Saturday. So everybody's invited to come out. We appreciate the help.
No trash left behind. No, I don't.
Here's your motto.
I don't know if that's really the motto, but so that's great to hear, because I know that event got rained out and before it was finished, so that's good, man. Again, so much being done, and I there's also like a lot being done for local pet shelters and things like that in the name of Trinity's Way. So your $5 that you bring next weekend is going to go for all good stuff.
Yeah.
So, unless you absolutely hate, animals at animal shelters, then it's going to go for bad stuff. It's going to go to help those animals that you hate. No, I'm sorry. I just say enough words to confuse everybody out there. Now people are like, does it help them or hurt them? I don't know.
Allergies.
What I was amazed last year to see at Trinity Riverfest was every generation of bands, from bands from their 20s, even teens, all the way up to the old guys, like the London Band. And,
Gosh, they awesome. They opened up and they played Little Wing with John Mondon playing rhythm while Paul played lead on the bass guitar. It was amazing.
There's nothing those guys can't play.
You're right.
Yeah.
Nothing those guys can't play, man.
So it's just all day long you're going, wow, these guys are here too, and these guys, and I haven't seen these guys in a while, because we all play gigs, and so we're at different places, and it was cool to have everybody there at the same time.
Like you say, spanning generations of musicians. And that's one of the beautiful things about that festival, is that it not only brought different age groups, but different genres. A lot of festivals, they get a genre or two or three that they mix in or whatever, and that's kind of their thing. And this was like punk rock to bluegrass. I don't know if I actually heard bluegrass, but Stubblefield was up there getting pretty bluegrassy at points. And there was
Tipsy Gypsy.
Tipsy Gypsy. There was all kinds of folk and what was the I guess Cave of Swords was. I'm getting Bushfest and Trinity
this
a
year
little
we'll
confused.
Have, Ruby Lear Pearson, who is a little girl who's 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you guys have looked her up yet, but she's amazing. But she is true country. True country, old country.
Doug told me she does like Dolly Parton and some stuff like that at 11 years old.
And Hank Williams, not Junior. Hank Williams.
And Hank Williams III. I'd like to see an 11-year-old do that.
But she does, and she'll be playing also. So the genres of music are.
How about Accidentally on Purpose?
And Accidentally on Purpose.
This is a young high school kid.
And
there's a good example too. That was new for them last year, and now, man, they have come such a long way from that point. It's amazing.
They have.
I saw them play at 3 or 4 festivals last year, and they got better. They just kept getting better, and they're still young. They're still just kids, really. I mean, the old
Dean just turned 18.
Yeah, 18, man. Come on.
Yeah.
The youngest is 16 now, I think.
Right. He can barely drive.
Yeah.
And they're standing up on stage playing Fleetwood Mac, and I'm looking over going, did someone put on some house music? Oh wow, that's the band. They sound great. So kudos to those kids, man.
I like their approach of trying to do something completely different the next time they play.
Yeah,
I thought that was
they
pretty
never
cool.
play the same song.
Yeah.
They just keep learning new stuff, man.
And they have, I think, I'm sorry if I'm quoting you wrong, Dean, but I think they're gonna do 2 originals.
Oh, nice.
That's
I believe
exciting.
they're gonna, or maybe this is their 3rd original.
Wow.
I don't know.
Still,
that's it's phenomenal
To
to
hear
me.
any originals are coming out of those kids is exciting to me because the musicianship for the youngsters is spectacular, and that's what they need to do is start writing their own. Just that's how you do it, man.
Well, hey, let me plug the Dead Roses for that. I
Right.
believe they're doing some original music now, and
Nice.
also Moon Glasses
Yeah.
is going to be there.
I was going to bring them up, Johnny, because I'm pretty sure it was last year at Trinity River Festival where you seen them and said, I need them at my festival.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And I got a couple
I hired them
bookings.
for my festival last year, Winterfest, you bet.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's the kind of stuff that was going down out there all day long.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see.
Yeah. Not only that, but you had mentioned another private party that you guys are going to be playing. The Moon Glasses will be playing
Moon
that too.
Glasses.
That
And
all
Hooky.
spawned from Trinity Riverfest last year, where Chuck saw Moon Glasses walk straight up to me and said, "Have you seen these guys?" So that's fabulous, man, and that's the way it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody just having a good time and planning future parties while you're at that party. Going, I want them to play my next party.
Yeah.
Hey, and they are on YouTube now from Winterfest 2018. There's 2 videos of Moon Glasses and Krickett, the grilled avocados, and other bands.
Excellent. Is that Jim Niger's work up there?
Yeah, he's got a great video channel on YouTube with a lot of that stuff that Johnny's talking about on there.
Yeah.
And he ended up helping us with Framley Fest and those videos. So,
Yep, absolutely.
We
He was
all
out
came
there.
together at Trinity River Fest once again. So yeah, what a cool time, and
Yeah, good times, great people. So,
All right,
everybody remember that's next weekend, both Friday and Saturday, May 10th and 11th, Trinity River Fest. But the festival after that you guys are going to be playing. Now that's your festival, John. That's the Touch of Grace Festival. First, the inaugural Touch of Grace. You've moved after. Yeah, I do too. It's on Gray Street.
After the mortar attack.
No, that was on me. The mortar was on me.
So Jumpin' Johnny started like so many of us that like to throw festivals. He started in the John Scanlon started in the backyard doing some backyard festivals out there on Winter Lane, and you've outgrown the backyard scene and moved into the streets here.
Yes, sir. We're going to have us a real live block party in Godfrey on June the 9th.
Nice.
It's called the Touch of Grace.
And that is going to be a beautiful thing. Now, that is on Grace Street, which is right there between Josephine's and the Casey's, basically, or the Belladonna, whatever the spa is called. Belladonna. Did I say it? I thought for sure I was saying it wrong.
No, you got it right.
Abort, get you out. Anyway, between Belladonna and the Josephine's there's a little street called Grace Street that tucks back there.
You used to cut through there, right, to avoid that stoplight, didn't you?
Shh, don't tell him
Right,
that. He
yeah.
lives on that. He's like, you're the one
I'm just
speeding
saying,
down my
I
street.
imagine
He'll slow
people.
down all the time. He just ignores me.
He's waving, hey, no.
Right, it's the street if you're headed out of God or towards the Godfrey, I guess,
Yes.
or out of Godfrey,
Towards Walmart.
towards where the Walmart is. It would be the street before Casey's, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Street before Pearl Street.
Pearl Street is the one that goes right before Casey's, and Grace is the one just before that towards the college from
That's
Casey's.
correct. Yep.
So you've got them to allow you to shut down the street. You've talked to the mayor.
I have the mayor's permission. I have permission from the Madison County Sheriff's Department.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and I've partnered up with the Pentecostal church across the street. They
Yeah.
allow us to use their lot for parking and to set up some vending.
Nice.
And I think we're going to set the stage in my front yard.
Check that out.
Wow, nice.
So we'll have a little backstage area for bands to set up and
house their equipment and safely and all.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's a decent sized
beautiful.
parking lot right there across from you too.
Yeah, that's a big
And
part.
we have plenty of room for vending, and it's free this year. I have no idea how many people will be coming coming to this event. But if you're a vendor and you have wares and food or drink that you would be interested in vending, please contact me and we'll try to get you a spot. There's still room.
Yeah.
Nice. How do they contact you?
Yeah, you can call me at 618-210-8780. That's Jumpin' Johnny.
And if you're wondering, what did he just say? I wish I would have wrote that down. Go to YouTube. This is all up there. You can listen to it 5,000 times and get that number. Make sure you get that number right. Jumpin' Johnny Scanlon there. John Scanlon is putting on his first block party. It might be the first Godfrey block party, as far as I know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. So the Pentecostal church, where a lot of the festival's going to be set up in their parking lot directly across the street from your house. That's going to be parking, you say?
We'll use it for parking.
Okay, so is part of the street actually going to be shut down where there's no driving on it?
We have permission to shut down a portion of the street.
So which side do people come in from? Are they coming in from Godfrey Road?
If you want to park in the church parking lot, come in from Godfrey Road.
So then on the other side of the church, from there up to Squire Street.
Yeah, about 3 houses up will be closed.
for nice, man. That's a great job.
Should have plenty of room in there, we hope, for the first year.
Yeah,
I think
plenty of room,
so.
I would think, yeah.
Just that parking lot's plenty of room. That thing's huge. So
It is.
Yeah, very.
And that's the Cornerstone Pentecostal Church, by the way.
Okay.
And now who are the bands you're going to have lined up there?
Man, I've got a good lineup. I've got Accidentally on Purpose starting out the day for me.
What a great start.
Yeah. I'm bringing in Jay Sabo and the Bella Band.
Nice.
Love those guys.
Or it could be the Mad Baileys. I get confused.
It's going to be Jay Sabo and somebody.
And somebody. And it'll be awesome whoever he brings.
Yeah, he doesn't. But he's like Matt Taul. Doesn't matter who follows him on stage. It's going to sound good.
Yeah. He's great. Then I've got Krickett and the Grilled Avocados.
Who are they?
Yeah, never heard of them.
They're this great band that I'm just so lucky to be a part of.
I heard those guys opened up for Black Oak, Arkansas.
I tried to get Andy Bensman's autograph
Oh,
that
yeah?
night. Yeah, I was like, Andy, can I get your autograph? And I don't think he heard me. The crowd was pretty loud because I think he would have done it. He's a nice guy, is what people tell me.
I'll do that.
You can get one now.
Okay, we can make it official. It's on video.
Listen, I just want to make sure you're not related to that stupid Jeff Bensman, are you? 'Cause that guy turns my knot. No.
That's my baby brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
Why do you think you knew the Glendale Riders were going to be opening for Atlanta Rhythm section? Check that out.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good things come to those who wait.
I know, man, and I knew he heard.
Okay, yeah. I've also...
Crickett's taking over as the producer here. She's
It's like that. She keeps us straight.
That's good.
straight
Thanks.
and narrow, man.
I
It's
needed
awesome.
a break.
We get a lot done in practice because of this woman right here. We do. We get a lot done.
That was great. She's like, so anyway, back to what we were wanting to talk about.
Well, listen, I've got Doug Bush's Agents of the Free coming on after
Right.
Love
that.
those guys, and they've been in the studio recording their first. They've been working on their first recording, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I've heard 2 of the songs so far. Sounds good. Tilt and Quit something or other. Anyway,
Right on.
I quit this.
So then we've got Amped Up coming in.
Okay.
They're really a good 80s, 90s rockin' band. They're going to get the crowd going.
Good old Roxanne and rock and roll.
That's right.
And then after that, a band called The Cops. And what
I don't even want to be there. The cops are going to be there.
The Cops are going to be
I am
there.
not going to this party.
They are a police cover band, a tribute band, and I can't wait to see these
They were down at
guys.
Chez Marilyn's. I think they were down at Chez Marilyn's
Yep.
a couple weeks ago. I don't know.
I didn't get to see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to cover the police, you better be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuart Copeland is no newcomer to the percussions.
Yeah.
that dude knows his way around a drum set, so I'm excited
You
to
know
see
his
these
brothers
guys.
too, right? One of them owns IRS records, right?
And his dad also.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Bunch
Anyway.
of heavy hitters in the Copeland family. But anyway,
That's why they're called the Cops. It makes total sense.
I'm hoping I have.
We spell
We
quick.
can't go places.
The cops.
The cops.
They're going to be playing at your
Cops are
show.
gonna
They're a
be
police
there.
tribute.
Now, I'm not sure about this next band. I've asked them to play, but I haven't got a reply yet.
Oh.
That's the Family Values band.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a yes on that
All
right
right.
here,
You're gonna
right
be
now.
there, yay! Family Values.
I got word that our long away guitar player is going to make the trek in here,
Jeff Lahr,
and Jeff
awesome.
Lahr is going to drive in from Bloomington, and
He's also going to be helping out with Family Fest. Avocados.
he's going to sit in with the Avocados for Family Fest. I
Nice.
heard about that. I might have facilitated that. I don't know, but anyway.
I think I just kind of just snatched him when I came over to your house. Yeah.
You stealing my
like,
guitar
hey.
player? I don't blame you. He knows his way around a fretboard. An interesting outlook on music too, and his brain. I really like the way he looks at songs. It's just a little different than other people, but I like it.
And
He
you
sees
gotta
it more
love
of
a
a
guy that loves Volkswagens, okay?
he can build them top to bottom, man.
So it's official.
So yes.
Family
there you go.
Values has been confirmed for this.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
for a
breaking
touch of
news.
grace.
If you aren't listening to this radio show, you don't even know that's happening, man.
I'm so excited.
I hope they sound okay.
Oh, they'll be awesome. They actually were my first choice. Don't tell this next band that, but they were my first choice to open. But there was a conflict of scheduling at that time, which has now been changed.
Wow.
Which I'm very
Yes,
happy.
it has.
But now headlining for me is a really awesome band called Spilly Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
And I know
Love
a lot
those
of you have
guys.
seen them already. I love them, and they're going to be there.
They've got reggae and rock and just good times all wrapped up in those boys right there.
They're the cherry on top of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pulled me up on stage one night at Bottle and Barrel, and I got
Yeah.
to sing with them, which was pretty. It was pretty awesome.
It's fun, isn't
And
it?
it was awesome. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Well, once again, Trinity River Fest. Here comes Billy Nelson, and now they've been playing all over this side of the river. So.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
That would be Scott Fanning, I believe, right?
Right, yeah.
Crazy Circus Productions has been doing a lot of their the shows. He's been putting them on a lot of his shows, which
Yeah.
I don't blame him. They're good guys to work with. They got a good sound going.
Down at Imperial Pub quite a bit, especially last year, and now you got Jimmy G down there too. So
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Well, it like you say, Imperial Pub is really
Yeah.
like taking it from just being a jam band thing, moved on. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So we get so that is June 9th. This whole thing we're talking about with all these bands with Jumpin' Joni, the Touch of Grace Festival, inaugural year for this.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it. Going to be happening June 9th.
Yeah.
So that's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. We kick it off at 1 o'clock.
Perfect.
Going from
As
1
soon as
until
church
9.
lets out.
It might go a little longer, maybe till 10.
Okay.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
I know it's a Sunday, but it is summertime.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think it's a good idea because Sundays are days when a lot of bands can make it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're busy Friday and Saturday. They got to pay the bills, and so Sunday opens it up to give you a wider variety and just a good time on Sunday. Because the bands will be in that mood. You know what I mean? We're like, this ain't even a job. This is just hanging
It's
out
a
with
party.
Jumpin' Johnny, right?
it's a party, man.
It's a block party.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
The best gigs are the ones where you just have a good time because it is just a whole bunch of good people, and your fellow musicians all come out, and you get to sit around and swap stories and swap songs and do all the stuff that we love to do. So get Andy Bensman's autograph. I'm not even gonna have to worry about that now on June 9th. I already got it, man. Going up right next to my Marilyn Manson autograph at home. It is. I don't know.
Hey, Andy, what was your first guitar?
With a Fiasco.
Oh, wow.
I've got a Tisco.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah?
Hard to play.
Man, my fingers are still bleeding from that.
Do you remember how you got it?
I had a paper route, and I think I traded somebody. I used to get lawnmowers off the paper route, and I'd get them running. I traded somebody a lawnmower for a guitar.
Sweet. That's how you do it.
That's an entrepreneurial attitude there.
Not a very good deal on my behalf. You know?
Right.
I was young and dumb.
But you got a guitar.
I got a guitar.
That was a good deal.
Yeah.
And you learned how to play a bad guitar, so that helped out later. So how old were you when you started?
About 12.
12, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And like you say, after strangling the neck of that Tiasco to get notes to pour out of it, once you got another guitar, I bet it came easy, right?
Yeah, I think my first good guitar was a Hagstrom. It was a 335 copy. It was a nice guitar. Narrow neck. I didn't like the narrow neck, but it was easy to play.
Yeah.
You chord real well on it. But, I went from that to that 125 Gibson I have, and I've had that for 45 years.
Man.
You found the
That
keeper
is
there,
awesome.
man.
It's a nice guitar.
Did you say 45 years on the same guitar?
John London redid it for me one time, and that's been about 15 years ago.
That's longer than the average marriage, right? I don't know. I don't really have any facts on that, but I'm just guessing.
I really take it
About
out.
20 longer than mine.
Oh man, so that's awesome, man. 45 years.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for 45 years.
But I
My
had
teeth.
Les Pauls and Strats and Tellys and
How old are you?
So you tried them all, but you keep going back to that one, huh?
never had Paul Reed Smith yet. I played them. Might do that one day.
Yeah,
Who's
that'd be a good one to try out. That's a Santana guitar, right?
Those don't come cheap.
Yeah.
I've played a few Paul Reed Smiths that played very nicely, and then looked at the price tag and went, yeah, no, not happening today, man. I'd have to mow a lot of lawns or deliver a lot of papers to get one of those.
Hey, speaking of Santana, okay,
Right.
you got to come out and check us out. This guy over here, Andy Bensman, tears it up. We play Night Calling, Night Hunting.
Yeah.
By
What did he say?
Santana.
Night calling?
Night calling.
Night
Night
hunting.
Hunting Time by Santana. Andy tears it up.
Nice. I love listening to Andy play.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Every time I hear him, I love his tone, and I like to just stand as close to his amp as I can and just feel that sound that he produces.
He's icing on our cake.
Yeah.
guys?
Yep, love it, man. And I'm super excited to see you guys. Well, I'm bummed you're not on the main stage because that's where I'm going to be at on the first side. You know what I mean?
I know. You'd think that I would have had some pull because
because your husband's
because
the
my
one.
husband's the one that put it together, but it just didn't work out that way.
Maybe
It really
somebody will cancel.
But it'll be.
I throw a few frozen
No,
dinners.
and it'll be that stage is just. I mean, it's an awesome stage. I gotta give a shout out to my father-in-law who's bringing the trailer for the stage. So.
Not yet. Yeah, you know, I'd throw a few frozen dinners at Doug for this one. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. I'm trying to stir the pot.
We get the same awesome crowd, don't we?
Yes,
Exactly.
we do.
I'm just teasing because I
that way you can walk over and actually enjoy it.
I have the same thing where at a lot of festivals there's multiple stages, and then people say, well, how come you don't have me on the main stage? Well, just because there's not time.
Yeah.
The reason there's two stages is to bounce back and forth and get as many bands as we can.
Right.
Yeah, you want to get as
people have to have certain drums or equipment or this or that, and it just doesn't work out.
And when you're 30, we're talking 33 bands, and when you're trying to round up that many musicians in one weekend is like trying to round up a herd of gnats. It's not easy to get them all where you want them at the time. So some people can't make it early, some people can't make it late. It's just again, it's amazing that it happens.
Yes,
that many musicians.
Big props for
three stages.
Big props for the
Well,
hubby
believe it or not.
for the coordination of that.
Believe it or not, the rumor is there may be a fourth stage.
Oh my gosh.
Second stage indoors. Doug was talking about it. There's room. He's got another.
There's
PA
room.
lined up.
There's room.
So
Where is there room?
we may be expanding just a tad.
Wow.
Would they go in the back room or something?
The back room. I didn't
That's right.
know. I should've
Oh
known.
wow.
That's the
I knew
green
it
room.
wasn't
though.
done.
Before, you might have to move the
Wait a
green
minute.
room outside.
There's still like 9 days till this festival starts. We can squeeze 10 more bands in here.
Easily.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Contact Doug Bush.
Yeah, isn't his number
At 555. No, I don't know.
I thought it was 7417.
No, that's mine.
Oh, okay. I was reading the card. If it's on the card, I can read
the
it.
information.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, well, you can contact Jumpin' Johnny, right?
That's
at
correct.
210-8780 about all of the above.
All the
Pretty
above,
much.
Or call Kristy too.
All right.
I'm on there too.
Yeah,
you can
okay, then I can go ahead and say it
You
now,
can.
right? Okay.
I don't answer for
741.
Doug, though.
Oh, okay. Doug, if you want to call Kristy, her number is
I would ask her out if I was you, dude.
741-7468, right?
741-7468. Is that right?
That's
Did I
right.
say that right? See, I'm smart.
Man, that's the
You can't let everybody know that you already know that. We'll start thinking stuff.
official Krickett and the Grilled Avocados
And so-
business card right there.
So you can call that number, right? Either one of those numbers. You
want to
call.
put it in front of the
I'm
camera
putting
too?
it
I
in
just
front of-
did it.
Oh,
but,
I didn't see your camera. I thought you were showing it to them.
He has to do that.
There's
He'll
so
have to-
many cameras around here. Whatever. I got Andy Bensman's autograph, dude.
Right. You've been hamming it up to the cameras quite a bit the last few weeks.
I saw your mug on Family Fest's website doing that same exact.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Open up my phone and there you are.
I can only apologize so many times for this.
Might drive you, man.
If you want to know about the Touch of Grace Festival,
Right.
you're going to call these numbers.
210-8780 for Jumpin' Johnny and his vending space that is available and free.
And if you want to book Krickett and the Grilled Avocados, same number, man.
Right.
Same number. So there you go.
Or call Kristy Bush.
Right.
Call Kristy Bush.
Which I don't have that one memorized. I call Johnny a lot though, so I can just say it.
I don't call Kristy a lot. I'm going to have to read this. What is it again? It is area code 618-741-7468 for Kristy Bush. Again, area code 618-210-8780 for John Scanlon. Either one of them can help you out with booking Krickett and the Grilled Avocados. Jumpin' Johnny there can help you out with vending for spaces for the Touch of Grace. And I am auctioning off Andy Bensman's.
I'll give you $1.
I am going to sell this on eBay.
And it's going up quick. I'd keep the bidding going. We got time.
The bidding's going to go on, man, until I get at least $12. I want dozens of dollars. Dozens of dollars. So, hey, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for coming out and supporting all the stuff we talk about.
Yeah.
The only reason there's 40 venues that we discussed tonight on the Riverbend area, this side of the river, going Grafton to Belleville or whatever, is because you people go out and see those bands.
Yeah.
If you didn't go out and see the bands, the venue owners and managers wouldn't keep hiring the bands. So please keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, there's bands playing. Fast Eddie's has somebody every night of the week.
Every single night.
Every night of the week. So
some nights 3 bands.
yeah, so if there's ever any night of the week you think, man, I want something to do tonight, do it. Get up and do it. Go out and support local music and art. And if not, if you can't get up and do it, what are you going to do?
Well, you can like or comment or share stuff if you can't get out and help. And if you're wanting to know where all this stuff is, it's on our website at cottonmouth.org, the full list with all the links. So if you're looking to book your band, you just go here, go down the links and go, hey, I wonder if we can play that place. Click on it and you'll know if you fit right in there. So that's good for helping the bands get gigs as well. Or if you're just a fan and want to go check some stuff out. I was thinking, man, the bikers need to know this list.
Yeah.
Because if you're setting up a ride on Saturday, you just go here, check out the list, and set up your map.
Make your map.
Right?
Make your map follow it. And if you're out cruising around on the weekends and you're thinking, man, what were those guys talking about? Cottonmouth.org. Bring it up on your phone. All these gigs are listed there.
So when you get thirsty, all you gotta do is think cottonmouth.org.
That makes me thirsty. I got cotton in my mouth. I'm so thirsty.
I think that's what you said.
I don't know. I don't know what I've said for the past hour. I apologize to everybody in the studio and out of the studio.
Let's plug next weekend one more time. Trinity Riverfest out at Cottage Hills VFW. That's Friday and Saturday, 33 bands. And then a Touch of Grace on Gray Street in Godfrey. That's going to be June 9th. Blocking off the street, partying in the church parking lot, and in Jumpin' Johnny's front yard. You can help him water his plants right in the middle of the gig.
Great. That's going to be
Naked Gardening Day's coming up. So
Man. No.
He's got an amazing garden. He does.
Yeah. His whole front porch in the summer becomes a living garden.
Which now is like the entrance to the green room for this festival. So, I mean...
The only reason that Family Values finally agreed to play was because the green room finally got solidified. No,
I finally got it finished for you fellas.
we will not play without a green room and 12 pink roses. No, I don't.
And M&M's, only the yellow one.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Well, we couldn't do this without the support of the community and the support of all the musicians, and we couldn't do this radio show without the support of our sponsors, Halpin Music Company, who's been supporting musicians for so many years now. I mean,
Since
going
the
back
beginning of
before
time.
there were trains. I mean, right. And Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, he needs your help this weekend. Get out to the Earthel Family Benefit. That's 4 to 12 at the Alton Wood River Sportsman's Club in Godfrey. The Dead Roses playing at 6. Stubblefield Band Acoustic at 7:30. They're helping out a man by the name of Don Earthel and his family, as Don was recently diagnosed with brain cancer, so they could use your help. Just all you got to do is check out Stubblefield and you're helping out.
There you go. An easy way to help. Easy way to help.
All right, Pigpen and the Krickett and the grilled avocados. I think we're at the end of our rope here.
They gave me just enough rope to hang myself with, and here I've done it. So, thanks so much for Andy Bensman, not only for coming in and talking, but
right,
for the autograph. Thanks to Jumpin' Johnny for all you're doing there with Touch of Grace,
right.
and with Trinity's Way, because you've kind of taken over the litter cleanups on that, setting those up.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks to Krickett for coming in and talking to us, and all your work on both the upcoming Trinity Riverfest and Bushfest, which will be coming up
October 12th.
October 12th.
Wow,
So,
we're already talking about that. That's amazing.
a lot, man.
And for all of us
Okay.
musicians, I want to thank you two guys for all of your support and all the help that you're giving us.
Thanks.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Happy to do it. Happy to have all the musicians to
Thank you,
support.
gentlemen.
Who are we supporting next week on the show, Pigpen?
Earth Dad and Haze Bond.
Oh, yeah, they're going on tour.
Couple young bands heading out on tour.
Couple
so
of good ones.
We're gonna have Earth Band. We did a.
Let's see. Earth Dad played at Trinity Riverfest,
Yes,
Yep.
and Haze Bond played at Family
Family
Fest.
Fest. And the two of them are both Jimmy G bands. So they're going out on tour together. We're going to talk a little bit about that.
They were a blast.
Yeah, good times. We've already did the interview with Earth Dad, and we're going to have a couple of the guys from Haze Bond live in the studio
All
with
right.
us. So
Sounds good. So we'll talk to you next week right here on Riverbend Talent.